Well, Broncos guru, let's talk about stability. I'm not sure if she'd pass the test, but she's got a good load.
Stability really is important in boating. The way you load your boat can affect so many things and really can become a safety issue. And with Boating Safety Week coming up, we're going to talk a little about this today. Welcome back, guys, to this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. Before we get started, as you know, 2023 is the year of giving, and today we are doing it again. We are giving away a Drain Plug Mafia tumbler. Really simple, guys. All you have to do, hit the like button now, leave a comment below, and we're going to pick somebody who does those things, and they're going to win a tumbler. But let's get this episode started. Stability is one of those things that's really overlooked in boating, but it should not be whatsoever. I personally, even myself, have witnessed a boat sink because it wasn't loaded correctly. We were leaving Port Everglades. This particular vessel loaded a bunch of stuff in the bow of the boat, and we didn't make it more than 1 to 2 minutes outside of Port Everglades, and that vessel took a wave over the bow because the added weight in the bow of the boat made it ride lower in the water. And of course, with that extra weight and the water in the bow, they could not get the boat back up on plane, which means it couldn't drain out, and the boat became swamped and wound up sinking right there in the mouth of the inlet. Now, fortunately, in this situation, myself and several other Good Samaritan vessels were in the area and witnessed the event occur, and we were able to pluck this crew out of the water and assist them while they waited on the Coast Guard and a tow vessel to arrive. But the reality is, it probably never should have happened. This crew realized after the fact they had overloaded the boat, especially in the bow, and that this event probably should have never happened. So it's key for you to understand your boat's capabilities and what you can carry on it. Obviously, a large cruise ship that's being launched right here can carry a lot more weight than the smaller vessels we see here that are becoming unstable just by the actual launch of this cruise ship. Now, of course, the way you load your boat is one way your vessel can become unstable due to weight, but there are multiple things that can affect this when you're out there on the water. Another big one that occurs quite often is going to be water itself. Water is very heavy, and if your vessel for some reason is finding a way to take on water, such as forgetting to put the drain plug in, all of a sudden you will notice your vessel will not handle the same as it was before because of the added weight. You will probably have a tougher time getting up on plane, you will have a tougher time steering, and you will find it won't be quite as stable as you're trying to do this. So one thing you need to make sure of before you get out there on the water is that your vessel is not taking on water anywhere, and do anything you can to try and keep water out of the boat. And you also need to go ahead before you leave the dock and make sure all your safety equipment, such as your bilge pumps that are there to help evacuate water, are working. The amount of times I hear of vessels sinking out there on the water because they got out and realized their bilge pumps weren't working is absolutely crazy. Now, this particular vessel scene here is absolutely designed to do what is going on there, but it leads us into our next item that can make things go a little bit wonky out there on the water and vessels to become unstable, which is distraction. That's right, if the captain becomes distracted because somebody goes overboard or something else is happening on the deck of the boat, all of a sudden that can limit his ability to control the vessel, which can cause things to get a little out of hand. And one of the key things I see happen when things get out of control is the captain wants to leave the helm to see what's going on, and that is not the way you want to handle it. As a captain, you always want to have somebody around you who can communicate with you so you can stay at the helm. So if there's a lot of actions going on the boat, you at least know what's going on, but you can stay at the helm and stay in control of the vessel while somebody else deals with the situation at hand. Now, one of the last things we'll talk about that can make a vessel unstable is going to be lack of experience, and we see plenty of this out there on the water. Somebody who doesn't fully understand the capabilities and how to handle their vessel, and it can make things, well, an unstable situation when you're out there. Now, don't get me wrong, the only way to get experience is to get out there and do it, so we understand that everybody's got to start somewhere, but if you've never boated before, go take a boating safety course. Maybe hire a captain to come out with you a few times and assist you, or even ask a friend who's got experience to come out and maybe show you the ropes, and might help you learn just a little faster. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening out on your waterways, be sure to hit us up on Facebook or Instagram and let us know, and you might see your stories over here. Just like Uni Dellin, Livet Pond Motorbod, Adam Coolidge, Yosa Yoskar, Adam Mansour, and Manarax did this week. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here. If not, we're coming to steal your drain plug.